What is up, legends? My name is Levi here at Bayfoils, and today I'm going to show you how to ride a Fliteboard. The following method comes from 2 years worth of teaching beginners and finding out what really works the best regardless of your experience. Obviously, taking a lesson at a flight school is going to be the best way to learn, but if you're remote and teaching yourself, this method will get you going. Before we get on a board, we're going to cover some general safety tips first. Now, efoils are heavy and they move fast, so when you fall, you want to make sure you create some space between you and the board. In general, the board's going to keep going forward, so falling towards the back reduces the risk of getting hit. Letting go of the trigger stops the board pretty quickly as well, and reduces the amount you have to swim to get back. And remember, always wear a life vest and a helmet, especially if it's your first time. Let's learn how to operate the controller. Fliteboard has various features built into the controller to cut off the engine when you fall to prevent accidental throttling. So the first thing we're going to learn is how to arm the motor. To unlock the board, press the trigger one time, then the minus button, and then pull and hold the trigger during the countdown to get the board moving. To increase your speed while you're riding, press the plus button on the right. To decrease your speed, press the minus button on the left. The trigger is a variable speed trigger, so depending on how far you pull it will adjust your speed, but it's a little tricky to manage for your first time. So keep it in all the way and just use the plus and minus buttons to control your speed. Great, now let's talk about getting on the board. To get on the board from the water, just approach it, use the handles, and pull your chest on the board. Once you're on the board, you can go ahead and arm it. Just be prepared for the nose to rise up once you pull that trigger. When you're ready, come up to your knees. I like to grab the nose of the board and pull my knees under where my chest was. A good placement is right in line with the handles or a little bit in front of it. Here's what it looks like on the water. He scoots his knees all the way to the edge of the deck pad so his weight's on the front of the board, and then begins to increase his speed. You can grab onto the handle for an extra point of contact, and it also helps you lean to turn the board. Increase your speed and keep weight on the front to help the board accelerate. You can use your hands in that respect. Once you feel the board starting to skip, lean your chest back and the board will rise out of the water. Let's check it out. You can see here he's leaning forward on the nose. The board is starting to skip, and as soon as he takes weight off the nose, the board starts to fly. After you've practiced on your knees a little bit and you're feeling ready to stand, grab the handle opposite your front foot, slow the board down so it's back on the water, and then get your front foot planted at the edge of the deck pad. Straighten your back leg to a standing position, and you're ready to foil. Lean forward and start to increase your speed, then transfer weight from your front foot to your back foot, and it'll rise up out of the water. Just remember to lean forward again to level it out so the board doesn't jump out of the water. Make sure your feet are on the center line of the board. This will help you keep the board nice and level when you lean forward and back. Stepping back a little bit towards the tail will help you turn the board if you're having a hard time. Keeping your legs close together is the easiest to keep it nice and balanced. Keep in mind, the faster you go, the easier it is to get the foil out of the water, and the more stable it feels. You don't have to ride with the foil up out of the water all the time. The best thing to do is just practice leaning back a little bit, getting the foil a few inches off the water, and then leaning forward to set it back down again. This way you foil in short bursts. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It does a lot to support the channel. And if you want more information about taking an efoil lesson, head over to bayfoils.com and we can get you squared away.